Her words hit me like a blade pressed against my chest. Intimacy only when I want it. There's no point in being nice, she said, her tone flat, her eyes empty. I froze, halfway between anger and disbelief. The woman standing in front of me wasn't the one I married. Not the one who used to curl up against me during storms, whispering promises that felt like home. No, this version of her was cold, indifferent, as if our vows had become noise in a room she no longer wanted to be in. What's that supposed to mean? I asked quietly. My voice trembled, though I fought to sound calm. She shrugged, pulling her robe tighter around her. It means I don't want to pretend anymore, Daniel. I'll be kind when I feel like it, close when I want to be. You can stop expecting anything from me. The room felt smaller. The ticking clock grew louder. My hands tightened into fists, nails biting into my palms. I wanted to yell, to demand answers, but something in her tone told me this wasn't sudden. It was premeditated, practiced. I noticed changes. Her late nights, the phone she always kept face down, the sudden gym trips that never left a trace of sweat, the faint scent of cologne that wasn't mine clinging to her scarf. I told myself it was paranoia, that after 7 years people change, that it didn't always mean something sinister. But now, staring into her detached gaze, I realized I'd been protecting her with my own denial. That night, she went to bed without a word. I sat on the couch, the glow of the TV flickering across my face as I tried to make sense of it. She said she needed space, but from what? Me. Our marriage. Or the guilt gnawing at her conscience. Around midnight, I saw her phone light up on the kitchen counter. One message. Then another. Can't wait to see you again. Last night was perfect. The name was saved as Dr. Lewis. She'd told me he was her new supervisor. A married man with 2 kids. I stared at the screen until the words burned into my memory, until my chest ached with something sharp and unfamiliar. I didn't confront her right away. Not out of fear, but because I wanted to see how deep the betrayal went. For the next few days I watched quietly. She left earlier, came home later. Her laughter on the phone was soft and secretive. She started wearing perfume again, the one I bought her years ago, when we still made each other smile without trying. Every detail was a dagger dressed in routine. On Thursday night she said she was on call again. A part of me shattered hearing those words, because I knew what they meant now. I watched her pack a small bag, kiss me on the cheek like she used to, and walk out the door without a hint of guilt. That kiss, it wasn't affection. It was pity. I waited 15 minutes, then followed. Her car moved through the rain-soaked streets until she stopped at a small hotel near the edge of town. I parked far enough to watch without being seen. I saw her step out, hair tied neatly, umbrella in hand. She smiled, that smile, the one she hadn't given me in months, when he appeared. They embraced quickly, then disappeared inside. It wasn't just cheating. It was intimacy stolen, the kind that used to belong to us. I sat in the car for an hour, my mind spinning in loops of fury and disbelief. My hands trembled on the steering wheel, but I didn't cry. Couldn't. It was as if every tear had turned to glass inside me. When I finally drove home, I didn't think of revenge. I thought of freedom, hers and mine. She'd already left me in every way that mattered. I just needed to make it official. The next morning I made coffee like always. When she walked in, humming softly, pretending nothing had changed, I almost laughed. She looked radiant, alive. Maybe betrayal suited her. "I'm taking a week off work," I said. She glanced up, suspicious. "Really? Since when?" "Since now." I handed her an envelope. Inside was divorce paperwork already signed. Her smile faltered as she opened it. "What is this?" "You wanted space," I said calmly. "A week off, remember? I'm giving you a lifetime." Her breath caught, and for the first time her mask cracked. "Daniel, wait, it's not what you think." "Oh, I think it's exactly what I think." I looked her straight in the eyes. "You wanted a life where you only give when you want to. Now you can have it. Fully." She reached for me, panic flashing across her face. I made a mistake. It didn't mean anything. That line, the oldest, most cowardly defense in the book. I smiled bitterly. It meant everything, actually. Because it showed me what I've been blind to for years. Tears welled in her eyes. You're just going to throw it all away. You already did. The silence that followed was deafening. Somewhere outside, the wind howled, rattling the windows. She tried to speak again, but the words wouldn't come. Maybe she realized there was no justification for the emptiness she'd chosen. When she left that night, she didn't take much. A few clothes, her phone, and the life she'd built on lies. I didn't stop her. I didn't even look out the window when the door closed. But the hardest part wasn't losing her. It was realizing I'd lost myself long before she ever cheated. I'd been bending, compromising, shrinking to keep her happy, thinking love was about endurance instead of respect. Now the house was quiet. Too quiet. But it was mine again. Every breath I took felt raw but real. Weeks later, I got a message from her. I miss you. I made a mistake. I stared at it for a long time before replying. No, I made the mistake, believing you'd never. And I meant it. Because in her betrayal, I found something she never gave me, clarity. She taught me that love isn't proven by how much pain you can bear for someone. It's proven by how much truth you can face for yourself. And that day I finally chose myself.